We are in the wrong lane right now, that's for sure.
Really, that's just simply not the case.
You know, I've been around for about 13.1 million minutes. I'm trying to figure out if I've made the best use of that time or not. I'm terrified of failing. On my drive here, I had 6 new messages and 9 new emails. And then I had calls trying to hire co-op students for the winter. And then I talked to my co-founder, because we got to put together our presentation. Then I had to call my mom and tell her about a girl. And she asked me, what's her name? I said, I'm not telling. And then she texted me later. She goes, text me that girl's name now. But that's just like, that's 1 hour of my day.
Your experiences, everything that you do and what you know, how to make it more efficient, more effective, and how you can just change the current education systems.
Coming to an event like this, I wasn't even sure what to prepare for. What should I be doing? I'm in a mentor, and then I judge for some sort of competition, of which I don't even know what the competition is yet. I think what I'm going to work on moving forward, just to keep my sanity, is just focusing on one thing at a time. Like, should I go sit somewhere? Should I talk to somebody? Am I supposed to have a name tag? I'm gonna get a name tag. Sound good? Hello, everyone. My name is James Sleepers. I am a co-founder of Skywatch, and we're on a mission to become the world's #1 source for astronomical data. Skywatch wants to index space like Google indexed the internet, and to make space and space data available to everyone here on Earth. About 2 years ago, I was in the same position that everyone here was in. I was a student, and I wish when I was in school that I had something similar to this, so I'm very happy to be here and support it, and good luck to everybody. I dropped out of school April of last year. I was sitting there in a classroom, listening to a professor read me his slides. And I said, that's it, I'm done. And I just stood up, and I walked out. And I called my mom on the way home. I said, I'm done. My parents said, all right, you're gonna get a job. And I said, you guys were expecting me to be in school. I'm still getting an education, I'm just getting it somewhere else. So how about you guys support me? So my parents took out more on their mortgage and then loaned that to me. I've never really had a real job in my whole life. Or an employer that wasn't my dad or my school. And it's not that I'm stubborn, and my mom gives this to me all the time. She always says, why can't you just be a normal person? You know, why do you gotta be so different? Normal's boring, Mom. But this view is gorgeous. I'm sick, so this is how I get my vitamin C, and it's the entrepreneurial way. You know the famous story of Steve Jobs? Anytime he wanted to think of what they were going to do next, he would take his key employees for walks. It increases your brain activity. You feel like your blood flow more, you feel yourself more awake. That's good. I used to read the newspaper every morning from front to back because I've always been fascinated with the outside world. It's probably what led me to the path I'm on now with building, a technology company. We were lucky. We got accepted into the Google for Entrepreneurs program, a 6-month program that gives young entrepreneurs one-on-one mentorship with some of the best Google engineers. Only 10% of startups ever survive. I'm battling against the odds. It's a bet I'm willing to take, though. Oh. What do we do for enjoyment? Are you kidding? This is the funnest thing in the world. We're working towards a point where we actually have time for enjoyment. Yeah, this is what we mostly do for enjoyment.
Pretty much spend. We joke about how we live here because
we do. We're here more than we are here at home. It's even hard to grocery shop.
It's true.
Because usually you're here before the grocery store opens, and then when you get home, the grocery store is closed. So you eat out a lot. There's a great place just around the corner. $9.99, extra large pizza. Usually buy one of those and we put it here and we just take a slice here, a slice there throughout the day. And we eat for $10 a day. It's healthy. It's healthy, yeah. My doctor highly does not recommend it.
That's a spaceship.
Oh, cool.
My parents, they've provided for me. I've been lucky in that regard. You know, seeing me do what I want to do is more important to them than an RSP or saving money or anything of that sort.
James is always, he never ceases to amaze us. Like, he's always surprising us.
Anyone know how this works?
He's done 3 years of a business degree program. I would have liked to see him do his 4th because he did so well. The degree seems so important.
He's a kid that's a
Costly.
sharp kid that's
Expensive.
but no, I think he's going to take it to the next level. I got full confidence in him that way. I never had anybody to help me through the early stages of my business, so I did it all myself, basically.
I rely on him. What's the problem?
It's tracking the Pi cache, and it's not letting it pull new code because then my local changes will get overwritten.
Maybe take your cache off. Where are you pulling the data? Are you pulling it from localhost?
No, I pulled it right from develop.
Did anything happen to the API? Because, yeah, I'm getting the same thing now, too.
I don't know.
Holy fuck.
I mean, to be honest, I feel really uncomfortable putting this in front of users because we haven't run any of our functional tests yet. Did you have any inkling that was coming down the pipe?
What time is it now? 6 o'clock? I got at least 12 hours still. I'm not sleeping. Which is fun.
You take 5 steps forward and you take 3 steps back. Steve Jobs got kicked out of his own company in the late 80s. And that became Apple's dark days. It's when they almost went bankrupt in the 90s. And when Steve came back to be the CEO of Apple, he gave an interview. Steve's a bit of a egomaniac, if anyone knows Steve. Steve talked about you don't actually know about the issues that you'll deal with and what it means to build a great product unless you actually jump into it yourself, because you'll see there's all these subtleties that you'll learn along the way, all these things that you'll realize you can't make electrons do, that you can't make plastic bend to, that you can't make metal conform to. And you don't know these things until you actually get in the process. And it's that process of which creates great products. It's never planning something at the beginning and telling somebody, here's what you have to do, go do it, have it to me by this date. So that's kind of what we're going through. Daily fish oil to keep the brain healthy. I forgot to swallow it before I put that in my mouth. This is our last week in the Google for Entrepreneurs program. This is our new office. It's huge. We're hoping to hire in the next couple months and make it busy in here. Big. Hey, how you doing? James. James. Frank? Frank, James, nice to meet you. All right, take a seat. What's something that you're really excited to learn that you haven't learned yet?
Well, basically, I think space stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a pretty unique opportunity to be able to work with some stuff like that.
Also a people person, and I want everyone who's like me, like a space enthusiast or a scientist, to be able to use it and expand upon it and make it accessible to everyone around the world.
That's our goal.
Yeah.
I liked playing games, as a lot of high schoolers do,
Yeah.
but I wanted to win at them and then always win. I never wanted to lose. So I was like, why don't I just make a program to do this for me? It had some minor ethical issues, but you know, nobody knows.
The risk was sounding conceded. We're smart and we're willing to work hard at problems and solve them. And we're just looking for people who sort of want to do that too.
That'd be kind of cool.
I used to have a huge grudge against Waterloo because all I wanted to do was nanotech engineering here, and they wouldn't let me in. And I was pissed. Like, I held a grudge for them for years. Like, I tried, like, over and over again. They would never let me in. And now their students want to work for me. Holy shit, my hair. I just looked at myself. My future is very, it's an open path, I guess you could say. It's not very determined. I could be out of Waterloo in a year. If I had to move to California, nothing would hold me back. I'm committed to doing what I have to do to build this company. That's really what separates the winners from the losers. I think I have an anxiety about being forgotten that I ever lived. Because what's the point of that? I think when it's all over, you really want to be able to say that you left the world in a better place than when you found it. For me, that idea is what keeps me moving forward. That's what drives me.